So there's this whole discussion about tone woods and whether the kind of wood your guitar is made of, how it affects your sound, if it affects your sound at all. Some say it's just voodoo, and some will swear by it. And to be honest, I haven't really dealt with that whole question a lot, because I'm not able to A/B compare different guitars and to see if that really is a thing. And secondly, to be honest, I don't really care. Now, when it comes to an instrument, there are really two things I'm looking for. Number one, when I'm picking it up, does it feel good? Does it feel right? And when amplifying the signal of that guitar, does it sound any good? When these two things are achieved, I'm not really bothered by the question which wood was used to make that guitar happen, if it was made out of wood in the first place. And this is where Baguley guitar kind of comes into place. Now, Baguley Guitars is a relatively new company. It was just found earlier this year. And what Dirk is trying to do is coming up with something rather special with both epoxy bodies and aluminum necks. Now, I watched this whole evolution of first sketches and drawings and then renderings, and watched the evolution happen into the first prototype he showed on Instagram. And I was really intrigued by the design because A, it's functional, and B, it also looks very good. Now, I've never personally played an aluminum neck guitar before, but I'm really excited and honored to be asked by Dirk if I wanted to take a first look at his first prototype and what I thought of it. So this is the guitar, and it has the first prototype neck on here. It's a Jazzmaster body. This is the original body made out of wood, but as I said, Dirk is doing epoxy bodies also, and you can order full guitars made by him. So when I first took this out of the case, I was kind of intrigued because the feel of the neck is kind of different, but still it's not super odd as I thought it would be. Now, the feel was something I was definitely pleasantly surprised by, and the design of the headstock looks even better in person than it looked on the photos. I like the 3D kind of thing Dirk came up with when designing this headstock, with, you know, this gap in between. And also the block inlays on this are very subtle, but it looks kind of cool. But enough with all the talking, let's play this thing, right? We're plugged in now. I'm going into my micro dark with a boost in front, and the sounds you are hearing are coming from the 2 notes cap M. Now, the pickups on this are Rübezahl pickups, also a German brand if you want to check them out. Now, here's my clean sound. I'm trying, the neck isn't moving. Nope, still not moving. Now, one thing I can hear right out of the bat is it sounds pretty bright and snappy, but not bright in a negative way, like there are no super high ice picky frequencies in there. Also, moving up and down the neck feels pretty smooth. Now whether you're staying in one position while playing or moving up and down the neck, it feels very smooth and comfortable. But I asked myself, if I want to go lower and put thicker strings on it, wouldn't I need to readjust the truss rod to match the new tension? And these don't come with a truss rod because the aluminum itself is very stiff. But I was assured that the neck isn't going anywhere. And to that I say, challenge accepted. Now what you just saw me doing was taking off the 85, I believe, off of my bass and put it on here. I didn't want to change the whole tuning up, but see how this neck feels and performs with thicker gauges. I changed the low string and I'm now tuned to G. So both the low strings are G now. So we have a high G and we have a low one. Now that we heard the guitar, there are a couple of things to mention in terms of changes from the prototype to the finished version. Now, the first thing is that this prototype features no logo, and in the finished version, the logo is kind of engraved right here behind the nut. Secondly, there are the stock Fender tuners on here, and in the finished versions, there will be some locking tuners. Also, the nut on here is a regular plastic nut, and this will be replaced by a brass nut. Now, one thing that was kind of strange when playing this guitar is the fact that it has no side dots. So I was kind of playing it blind, but yes, there will be side dots on the finished version. So all these necks are coming with all inline tuners, whether it's the guitar necks or the bass necks that Dirk already teased on his channels. And also one really cool thing is that he's offering both silver aluminum necks and also some with a black finish. So this prototype feels more like a painted neck, but he's also doing some matte finished ones. All in all, I'm very excited for the finished products, how they will come out, and I'm really looking forward to test those out as well. I just think it's really exciting to go and think outside of the box what regular guitars are made of, but coming out with a concept that is not trying to be different just for the sake of being different, but also it really has a unique character to it. So this was the first look at Baguley guitars and their aluminum neck. Let me know what you thought of it, and till next time, I've been Melih Kajigliolu. See you in the next video.